He asked himself the abstract question to blur the lines of memory. It was easier, being a general, to ask about the animal man than about the woman who had sat in the middle of the sidewalk during the last embargo holding her skeletal baby by one leg, or the 3 scrawny teenage girls who had attacked him on the street with razors. She had hissed through brown teeth, the bar of metal glistening toward his chest. "Come here, beefsteak. Come get me, lunch meat." He had used karate. Or the blind man who had walked up the avenue screaming. Pale and proper men and women now, who spoke softly, who always hesitated before they let an expression fix their faces, with pale, proper, patriotic ideas. Work for victory over the invaders. Alona Starr and Kip Ryak were great in Stellar Holiday, but Ronald Quar was the best serious actor around. They listened to highlights music. Or did they listen, wondered the general, during those slow dances where no one touched? A position in customs was a good, secure job. Working directly in transport was probably more exciting and fun to watch in the movies, but really, such strange people. Those with more intelligence and sophistication discussed Rydra Wong's poetry. They spoke of the invasion often, with some 100 phrases consecrated by 20 years' repetition on newscasts and in the papers. They referred to the embargoes seldom, and only by the one word. Take any of them. Take any million. Who are they? What do they want? What would they say if given a chance to say anything? Rydra Wong has become this age's voice. The general recalled the glib line from a hyperbolic review. Paradoxical. A military leader with a military goal. He was going to meet Rydra Wong now. The streetlights came on, and his image glazed on the plate glass window of the bar. That's right. I'm not wearing my uniform this evening. He saw a tall, muscular man with the authority of half a century in his craggy face. He was uncomfortable in the gray civilian suit. Till age 30, the physical impression he had left with people was big and bumbling. Afterwards, the change had coincided with the invasion. It was massive and authoritarian. Had Rydra Wong come to see him at Administrative Alliance headquarters, he would have felt secure. But he was in civvies, not in Stellar Man Green. The bar was new to him, and she was the most famous poet in 5 explored galaxies. For the first time in a long while, he felt bumbling again. He went inside and whispered, "My God, she's beautiful," without even having to pick her from among the other women. I didn't know she was so beautiful. Not from the pictures. She turned to him, as the figure in the mirror behind the counter caught sight of him and turned away, stood up from the stool, smiled. He walked forward, took her hand, the words, "Good evening, Miss Wong," tumbling on his tongue till he swallowed them unspoken. And now she was about to speak. She wore copper lipstick, and the pupils of her eyes were beaten discs of copper. "Babel-17, she said. "I haven't solved it yet, General Forrester." A knitted indigo dress, and her hair like fast water at night spilling one shoulder. He said, "That doesn't really surprise us, Miss Wong." Surprise, he thought. She puts her hand on the bar, she leans back on the stool, hip moving in knitted blue. And with each movement I am amazed, surprised, bewildered. Can I be this off guard? Or can she really be that? "But I've gotten further than you people at military have been able to." The gentle line of her mouth bowed with gentler laughter. "From what I've been led to expect of you, Miss Wong, that doesn't surprise me either." Who is she, he thought. He had asked the question of the abstract population. He had asked it of his own reflected image. He asked it of her now, thinking, no one else matters, but I must know about her. That's important. I have to know. "First of all, General," she was saying, "Babel-17 isn't a code." His mind skidded back to the subject and arrived teetering. Not a code, but I thought cryptography had at least established. He stopped because he wasn't sure what